Nehemiah 2:19 and 20. But when Shelbar the Horonite, and Tobiah the servant, and Ammonite the Geshan, and Geshan the Armenian heard it, they ridiculed us and despised us and said, "What is this thing that you are doing? Will you rebel against the king?" Because they saw if as long as the king weren't involved in it, they were going to do everything they could to stop this from happening. They were going to cause trouble because this isn't something they want to do. You also see how this thing to people. It's the people who's living there now, but they ain't from there. So they're doing nothing but trying to cause trouble. But if the king's involved in it, the king, they may also realize that, okay, if we cause enough trouble, even if the king's involved in it, he'll realize it's too much trouble. Because how much is the king really involved in this? In fact, Nehemiah wasn't acting as a rebel. We represent Christ as Christians, and those of the world won't stand against us. They're going to laugh at us. They're going to cause trouble for us and keep us from spreading His news, the gospel. Verse 20. They then answered I them and said to them, "The God of heaven will prosper us. Therefore, we, His servants, will arise and build, but you have no portion, no right, no memorial in Jerusalem." So they're living there. He's saying, you have nothing here. You have no place here. God has given us this. God has allowed us to start building. He's going to make it happen. But you have no room to say anything, no room to do anything. And because that verse that relates to us as Christians, Christ be for us, and who can be against us? Nobody. Which means whatever God's will is, we should look to serve, and nobody's going to stop what God's will for us is, regardless of how much they stand against it. This is what Nehemiah was telling them. He wasn't even claiming the authority of the king because he knew God was allowing him. Even if the king changed his authority, God was making it happen. Nehemiah answered to God before he did the king. So rather than justifying it by the king, he went straight to the Lord. And oftentimes we may go to man and say, well, he allowed me to do it, rather than saying God's permitted this. By. Because they may have authority, favor with the man, and they could have found favor with the king. The fact is, they had no